Andy Pilata from NYSA, always glad to have you.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Of course. So we have a $1.4 billion increase in state aid for education in this year's state budget, just passed a few weeks ago. It's about $30 billion in all state funds for schools. It's a big increase, but I want to ask you, you are the president of the state's teachers union, the largest one. Is it enough?
Well, we're happy with the foundation aid increase. This has been a tremendous amount of progress for schools. We've been fighting for this for years. We had our Fund Our Future campaign last year just on this to get the foundation aid taken care of and get money into schools around the state. So this is a victory. On the other hand, there is more needs for higher education in this state. So yes, K-12 did do well in this budget, but of course, higher education still has some outstanding needs.
So looking at K-12, can you kind of paint a picture of what this will look like for districts to get this funding? We have some districts obviously that have struggled for years just because they have a not so great property tax base, so they don't have the same funding levels as other districts. When we're looking at these districts, what does it mean tangibly, I guess, for them?
Well, about 400 districts will get a significant increase in foundation aid, right? So that will take care of a lot of the needs that we've been saying, screaming from the housetops about for several years, right? So school counselors, school mental health services, things that have been put on the back burner for so long. Hopefully now they will use this money, they will spend this money to address those needs. And this is something that it's not just the schools that don't have the tax base. We've been trying to address this for years. How do you have some districts spend $32,000 per student and some districts spend $13,000 per student? So this goes a long way in addressing that.
So also in the budget, there is this commitment to send billions more in funding to some school districts or all school districts to resolve a court settlement that handed down actually more than a decade ago in the state. It's called the Campaign for Fiscal Equity. It's going to mean a lot of money for districts. And I was wondering if you had any detail on how that would be laid out. Is this something that we're looking at where it would be a boost for all districts? Is this targeted? What are we looking at here?
This is really targeted towards those districts that have been shortchanged throughout the years. They don't have the tax base that other districts have. So this case over a dozen years ago said this is not fair. And yet all throughout these years, it has been pushed back. Now, within 3 years, it is going to be taken care of. But like all things in Albany, we're going to keep our eyes wide open. And also, if we need to, we're going to speak very loudly in case other things come up in the next 3 years and this promise isn't kept. This must be kept. We're very happy about the foundation aid finally being taken care of, but we also know that things do come up. There are always, we hear the annual, we have a budget deficit problem. That shouldn't impact children.
So talk to me about reopening. We're almost at the end of the first, well, hopefully the only school year all entirely in COVID. And then hopefully by the time the fall rolls around, things should look a lot more normal than they do now. How is it going right now? And what would you like to see moving forward?
Okay, so what we have is schools are open. Some are in a hybrid mode. They're in 3 days, some are in 2 days, some are in 5 days. Some have been in 5 days since September, and some have just opened about a month ago. So we need to see some things stay in place. The disinfecting, right? The mask policies, those are good. We also are very concerned about the social distancing policy and the CDC guidelines and the DOH guidelines that came out recently about 6 feet going to 3 feet in many circumstances. So what we really need to see in the future in this school year, we're still in April, we still have a couple of months left, is the testing, COVID testing, being taken care of. If we don't have that, how do we have confidence that we're not sitting next to someone who is asymptomatic? So the federal government gave New York State $335 million outside of New York City to do COVID testing. And New York City got $250 million. So there is plenty of federal money. We just now need to see districts and the Department of Health guiding and enforcing that we would have this kind of testing program to make sure schools are as safe as they can be.
So what would that testing look like? Some of it's in place now. How often would you like to see students and teachers tested?
There was one district that told me that they were doing probably 20% of the students, right? Each and students and staff. So that would be a good benchmark. There are only 57 districts out of 700 that are actually doing COVID testing. And that is from a survey we did of all the districts in the state. So where people think it might be done throughout the state, it is not. And we need to see them actually get this done and get it done immediately.
So speaking of moving forward, was there anything in this year's state budget, or regardless of the state budget, we have 2 months left of session, are there any spending priorities or policy priorities that you would like to see get done by lawmakers?
Well, one of the main things is at this point, you have things like teacher evaluations where, teachers have been online and students have been online, but it's been a very difficult time. So we need legislation on evaluations and tenure to take all of these difficulties into consideration, just the way they did last year. Also, many of our members are looking for an early retirement incentive. So no penalties would be a good place to start with that. This has been the most trying of school years we've ever had.
All right, Andy Pallotta, president of NYSUT, thank you as always for being here.
Thank you.